We go next to California, where 3 days a week a bus pulls up in downtown San Francisco. But this is no ordinary public transportation vehicle, Alex. The bus actually offers showers for the homeless.
It does, and these mobile showers are provided by a small charity called Lava Mae, playing off the Spanish word for wash me, and they provide a critical human need. On assignment's Philip Alexio brings us this story from VOA's Los Angeles correspondent Mike O'Sullivan.
Those who live on the streets struggle to find basic services, something as simple as a bath or shower. The San Francisco charity is helping by providing showers for the homeless 3 times a week. Martin Rodriguez, who keeps all of his belongings in a folding grocery cart, came to clean up.
I'm waiting for housing, and I sleep in the streets, so I need to take a shower in the blue bus. It's a good service.
Mike, we've heard stories about people trying to provide shelter for the homeless or trying to feed them or take care of them. But in your piece, we discovered something new, that there people are also trying to give showers to the homeless. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, there are plenty of food programs in areas of San Francisco or Los Angeles or other cities, and there are some shelter programs, but the big gap is for sanitary facilities. And this particular woman named Denise Sandoval overheard a homeless woman complaining about that, about how hard it is to keep clean. And she read a story about the local transit district converting to a new type of low fuel buses, and she tried to find out what's happening to the old buses, and she asked if they could be donated, if she could get a few of them and convert them to shower buses. And that's what she did. She's got one up and running. She's got 3 more in reserve that are just waiting for the funding to be retrofitted. The project got underway in June after an internet campaign raised $75,000 to refurbish an old bus. The internet giant Google provided an additional $100,000. Lava Mae's Leah Filler says this is a one-of-a-kind service in San Francisco or anywhere else.
No one, as far as we know, is turning old buses into shower buses like we do, and operating on a kind of level of collaboration with the city and local government, with the nonprofits, with the private sector that we operate with.
The people who are getting these opportunities to clean themselves, they must be really excited. How was your experience one-on-one talking to these homeless people about this?
Well, it is rough living on the streets, and people say one of the biggest problems is trying to keep yourself clean. And when you're living on the street, you're eating at irregular hours, and you just can't even wash your face in the morning. It's a real problem. And to get a hot shower can really make a difference.
It's nice to feel my skin and not feel dirt on it, and wash the smell off.
So people do have other facilities, other charities providing services for them, but just being able to get a hot shower in the morning, people say really makes them feel 100% better.
But how do they keep their buses clean? Because to sanitize someone else, you also need to sanitize the place where you're allowing them to take showers.
They've got a very small staff, basically one person, and it's other than that, it's volunteer help.
It's brought me such joy. At the same time, it's so sad because people have to use this service, that they're on the street, and I never forget that.
It's basically, an industrial kind of operation to get people in, get them a quick shower, and get them out again.
Now, in the piece, Denise Sandoval, she talked about expanding this, but without any money, how do they plan to take it to different parts of California or across the U.S. for that matter?
Well, for San Francisco, they've got 3 buses in reserve, and the buses have been donated, and they have this ongoing campaign through the web, through the internet, and they've just had a terrific response. And Denise in San Francisco sort of set up this project and just realized there were a lot of people who wanted to help.
As far away as Mongolia and Ghana to just down the way in Palo Alto and San Jose, we're beginning to have conversations about how we can support those efforts.
They're really they hope at an early phase of this, and they'll expand in San Francisco, and they hope to get people in other cities and other parts of the world to duplicate this kind of a service.
And Lava May's message? Delivering dignity one shower at a time. The group says, with hygiene comes dignity, with dignity comes opportunity.